Hey guys, what's up? Adrian here from Losh TV, and we are back here at Scream and Stream. Well, now we're at a brand new location. We are at the Oviedo Mall, no longer at Boggy Creek, meaning you don't have to worry about your car being stuck in a swamp. So I'm very excited. Today we're going to be hopefully getting an interview with Patrick, going through the event, and having some fun. I have Connor with me from Connor FL, fellow Boo Bro. Go check out that channel if you haven't done so already. And Lexi, who will be our designated driver. So, with all that being said, let's get in there. Roll that intro. Alright guys, as soon as you get into the Oviedo Mall, this is what you're going to be looking for, the District Eat and Play. Going this way, you're going to go straight over there into this location, and this is where you'll be giving your phone number so that you can get a... Oh my gosh, it's haunt scene! Oh my gosh, hey! So this is where you'll be giving your phone number so that you can wait in a virtual queue for your time, which is currently what we're doing. We're waiting for our time. My whole group is exploring the mall, so I'm gonna go find them, and then we'll be back very soon.
Clowns versus zombies. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so Scream and Stream, this is its second year. Last year we had a lot of success down in Kissimmee, and just how much success during a pandemic can one organization have? Well, last year there were 4,200 cars, 16 sold out nights. They employed 75 independent contractors during the course of the run during a pandemic when shows and jobs were getting slashed and cut, and they were able to donate almost $4,500 to Second Harvest. It's a huge deal that we're back this year, and we are so excited for you to come and experience it. Now, it started about June 24th, 2020, that's what I'm told. That's when the planning stages started for the event last year. And so 2021 really has its birth date on that day. Now, I didn't come around until December, and when we started talking about what was possible, I met with the people in charge, and the very first thing I asked them was, so do you guys have an idea about what you might want to do for the event? And I heard the three most beautiful words ever: clowns versus zombies. Immediately I was hooked. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, that's what we're going to go do. And then I started asking them questions because I didn't know what the timeline was going to be. I didn't know if the location was going to stay the same. And so I asked them about the possibility of whether or not they were going to remain a drive-through haunted attraction or if they were going to go traditional in a haunted house. And the answer was a resounding no. We're going to stay drive-through no matter what happens because that's unique. Scream and Stream is by itself one of the most unique attractions anywhere. And I'll talk a little bit more about the upgrades and the things that we've done to make sure and solidify that moving into 21. But some of the things that they realized during the course of the run in 2020 was that the groups that came weren't your typical hardcore horror fans. You had a lot of those, by the way. You had a lot of people seeking out the scare and wanting to make sure that their Halloween was fulfilled with all the cancellations of all the other shows. But they also saw groups of kids. This is a great gateway drug for children to get into the horror genre. We're really excited for that. And also, because those children were inside the car, they could experience horror in a safe little bubble. And the second group were the people that maybe mobility is an option, is an issue, where they have a hard time standing in line for hours on end, or they have a hard time getting around. Well, they can do that from the ease of their vehicle and still experience something that is absolutely wonderful and a huge spectacle. And then the third group were multi-generational families. Having the opportunity for little Jimmy, who's 5, and Grandma Ethel, who's 95, to get into a car and experience a scare is so much fun and such a wonderful opportunity for people. Now, when you have those three groups, as well as the horror fanatics that are coming out to the event, you want to make sure that you're doing your absolute best to give them what they want. And the team at Scream and Stream and we've worked for the last 10 months to really upgrade and update their experience. So when you were over at the old drive-through with the cold last year in the swamp, you had that wonderful B-movie, grungy 1970s feel to it. And we knew that the story that we were going to tell dictated that the tech had to become something more. Not only inside the haunt, but also the guest experience. And so this year, Scream & Stream is employing a virtual queue for all of our patrons. You'll be able to sign up for a time and come back during your time and during your block, which frees you and your friends up to be able to come into the district, eat and play, to be able to experience everything that we've got here, whether it's Oviedo Brewing or Calliope's, but then also make a night of coming to Scream & Stream. The second thing is weather delays. If you have a weather delay, you'll be able to go do something else and come back during the time, and we'll text you. It's wonderful that it's automated and it increases the guests' ability to enjoy themselves during the experience. But it's not just the queue and weather delays that make up the haunt. The other things that we wanted to do is we wanted to increase the technological abilities of the guests themselves as well as the haunt. So we made sure that all the lighting and audio had different rigging positions, which helped us hide actors better, increasing the scares. We increased the tech that's involved inside the haunt itself and the special effects that you're going to see tonight, which means increased use of foggers. There's sparks, there's a lot of different things, bells and whistles that we've got for you. Tech-wise, as far as your experience tonight, we've also equipped all of the passengers in the vehicle with laser guns. Yeah, we can just shoot some zombies and some clowns. I didn't hear you in the back. There we go, back there. I'm excited about that. And really, for me as a horror fan, there's nothing finer than getting into a car and have a claustrophobic experience with zombies and clowns showing up that you get to shoot. But it's not just enough to play laser tag when you're sitting in the car. We also have a job for you when you enter into the experience. We're giving you something called an EMU. It's a tech package that you've got to transport from the beginning of Station 5 and get it to the end of Station 5, because if you don't, all of the zombies and all of the clowns will break out and wreak havoc across the globe. We wanted to make sure that there was a story element where you were a part of the story. The story can't happen without your participation going through and experiencing everything that we've got for you. It's not a haunted house. It's a haunted adventure. You're traveling through a dark ride that you're controlling. And I can think of no finer time and no finer place to have it than out there. The team has been working and killing themselves for weeks on end to put up everything and get it ready for your experience tonight. Now, I'm going to take a few questions in a minute, but I wanted to do some housekeeping first. Here's the boring stuff. In about an hour, you'll be going out there and you'll be enjoying yourselves. Yay! You're going to get a text message with the phone number that you registered to get in tonight. And then once you get that text message, grab your group, head to your car, and get in line for the attraction. You do not have to come back here. Also, and I know this is going to bum out the drivers, you don't get to film, you don't get to hold the camera, you don't get to text, you don't get to take phone calls from Grandma Ethel, and unfortunately, you also do not get to shoot anybody. But what you do get to do is you get to keep you and your party safe and let everyone else have an enjoyable evening. Yeah. There's like 6 drivers in this room that are like, oh, that's great, Good Samaritan. Also, I know that there are a lot of people here from social media. I know that everybody wants to take pictures. That's wonderful. Please, take video, take pictures. But do us a favor. Don't live stream this. Don't throw this on in its entirety and ruin the surprise for everybody that's going to pay a ticket and come in and experience what we have in store for them. I don't want to ruin everything for everybody. By all means, show your favorite moments or show things that look really cool. But please, don't live stream and don't show it in its entirety. And then also, the final thing is have a good time. Enjoy yourself out there. The reason that this was built from the team at Scream & Stream and the story that I created is so that you have fun during this holiday. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It is never a question of this or that. It's about this and that. It is about experiencing the event called Halloween to its finest and giving people an opportunity to go escape for a little while. Okay, now, I'm available to take a couple questions before I bust out of here and get the tech rehearsal going. So if anybody has any questions, raise your hand and we'll run out and I'll throw the mic in your face. Hold on, I got a question. Hold on. I'm gonna run through. Here we go. Okay, which question? How much is the price? How much is the price? Well, it doesn't really matter what the price is. All you have to do is remember that the price is per car.
Yeah.
It's not per patron, it's not per guest, it's per car. What's the question? I have another question. Okay. I'm gonna get my steps in. This is awesome.
How long is the experience?
That's a good question. So, in a typical haunt experience, you kind of count it by rooms or you count it by scenes. What we like to say at Scream and Stream is that you're going to be experiencing 21 micro shows. Every single scene is a show unto itself, and each scene is roughly about a minute in length. From the time that you get to the front of the line to the time that you get done, it's roughly a 22 to 27 minute experience, depending on what it is. It's a good, long, lengthy show, and it's a lot of fun to have multiple people in your car. So please, bring a lot of people with you when you come back. Anybody else? Okay, another one.
How many actors are in it?
How many actors are in it? So, normally, I would say, oh, that's something that we want to keep confidential. But I'm not going to. There's roughly 50 people in the haunt. It's experience that's going to be hitting people on both left and right as you drive through. Last night, I had to tell on myself, we were doing a final inspection, and as we're doing that, we're parked. Chris is driving, and I'm in the passenger seat, and I've got my laser gun, and I've been shooting people all night long and giving direction. And then we stopped in one scene, and we were so focused on the left-hand side that we were looking at it. We're like, okay, that zombie needs to do this, and that person needs to do this. And I turn around, and there was a clown right here. And I was literally like, ah, duh! And I had to shoot him just to get him away, and it was so much fun because that actor he was hilarious. He was just peering into my window because he was like, hey, what are you guys doing? And I ended up shooting him and scaring him, I think. Yeah.
When do you start planning the event?
When do we start planning the event? So this particular iteration has been in function for about 10 months. That was the first conversation that we had to start building narrative was in December of last year. And so it's taken a good long time to be able to get all the tech and all the pieces and parts together so that we can have the experience tonight. Oh, one in the back, coming.
One of the first things you said is you hope this is like an introduction for like kids. What's the suggested age?
Okay, so this is a good question. What is the suggested age? It depends on you as a parent. I said this before in the spring when we did a little bit of a mock-up, that my 9-year-old son will hate this event, but that my 7-year-old daughter is going to love it. And that's the truth. It really depends on the kid's temperament, as well as what you think they're going to be able to handle. I think it is going to be a fun, all-ages event, but there are scary moments. So if you've got a child who's particularly sensitive to those kinds of things, don't bring them. Oh, one more. Last question.
How is this? Do the guns keep score?
Yeah, they're a leaderboard.
Yeah, their guns do not keep score. However, I know for a fact that when you go through with your family, they're going to know who hits the most people. Without a doubt. You're going to have bragging rights for days just because you've been here first. One more.
Simple question: clowns or zombies?
Man, this is like picking a house or picking a street zone or picking a show. I am definitively in the clown group. I am pro clown. Clowns! Okay, fine. Who's pro zombie? And who's pro clown? That's what I'm talking about. Yep. All right. Now listen, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to go get everything ready for the final tech rehearsal. And as I said, in a little while, you'll start getting text messages and you'll be able to make your way out there with your groups and go experience all that Scream and Stream has to offer. Following that, I am going to be around 8:30, 8:45 over at the Oviedo Brewing Company to take interviews. I'll be sitting over there for one-on-ones, so if anybody wants to, they can come over and get a one-on-one with me at that point. We can talk a little bit more about it or answer any questions that you might have had here that I wasn't able to answer. All right? All right. Enjoy yourselves.
All right, guys, we are now queued up and ready to go into Scream and Stream. Connor, my guy, How you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm actually excited to see how they do it this year. So.
All right. Lexi, you're driving. How are you feeling?
I just want to kill no one.
You heard it here first. She doesn't want to kill anyone.
Yeah, because the last time, if you guys saw his video, he drove, and I filmed, horrible footage, yes I know. So I'm excited, but I'm kind of scared because, like I said,
The clowns and zombies want to kill you, though.
yeah, exactly. You guys better use your lasers.
Okay, yeah, we'll take care of it.
We'll take care of them for you. Don't worry. Ain't no zombie or ghost clown going near you.
Better
than last year.
Yeah. So, and it's a little bit more
You can tell a lot more time and effort went into this.
Yeah.
They really listened to feedback as well because it's a lot more organized.
Yeah, and Patrick's awesome. So.
We love Patrick.
Yes.
All right. See you guys as soon as we start a blasting. All right, Lexi's gonna read off this card for you guys.
Station 5, access pass, 1 vehicle admission. Please keep pass ready, you must redeem for access. Turn radio to 91.9 FM for more info. Enjoy your tour of the project.
Access.
I'm sorry, I couldn't read it.
All right.
So they have a station this time, like they did last time.
Well, last time they had a station, but I feel like it was
music.
nothing. It was like
music. It was
it was
like
music?
creepy music. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it was ambiance music. I wonder what it is now. I guess we'll find out. So in addition to that, they give us this here to put in the windshield to let them know that we have 2 people in our group that need guns. And that is me and Connor, because we're going to be shooting up all these clowns and zombies. Alright guys, we got our guns. Connor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shoot you, man.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, but yeah, we're going to learn how to use these very soon.
Here's the future.
Don't worry, our dental will keep you safe. Let's get you to the next lab.
Entry granted to the Laugh Lab. Here at Project Axis, fear is the future and claustrophobia is a favorite of our engineers. Through the use of psychological tactics and genetic enhancements, the team has crafted an army of militarized clowns and affiliated weapons. This particular unit specializes in acid projection, which can blind and incapacitate victims. Warning, adrenaline levels overloaded, asset unstable. Repeat, asset unstable. Warning, unit breach.
Oh god. Oh god.
I got one.
It's worse than I thought. They've created mutations between the zombies, clowns, and the soldiers. They blend in as normal humans.
Alright guys, we just got finished, and as you can tell, I'm inside of the brewery. We're gonna talk to Patrick. I'm not gonna record it. Just gonna talk to him one-on-one and tell him how much this event has gotten better, leaps and bounds of what it was before. Honestly, if you guys saw in the footage, I was having a blast. I'm gonna come back here again if I can. I'm gonna try to come out another time because I loved it. And that's not me saying it because we got invited out for media, no. I loved it. Last year's was okay. Perfect for families if you want to introduce someone to horror. This is fantastic. Come out here, trust me, you're gonna love it 110%. It's fantastic. It's alright. Do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what your favorite part of this whole day was. Subscribe if you guys already haven't done so. And stay excellent, my dudes.